I swear, man, this game never ceases to amaze me. So this young lady, Miss Jaguar Wright, if you guys are not familiar, she just dropped some more bombs on us, you hear me? So she was talking about how Snoop potentially, and all of this is allegedly, how Snoop and Puff been secretly moving people out the way for years. So it seems like the Puff and Snoop relationship runs much deeper than we all think, or so that we all thought. Honestly, these accusations that Jaguar Wright is making right now blows my mind, but it also makes me think. Yeah, check it out.
I never wanted to believe it. You hear whispers throughout the years and you think that people are, and Snoop and I have always had a decent rapport. But Snoop got some answering to do. Because if you were capable of doing what they're saying that you did to Tupac, why the f***?
Where you say you from? You say you from Crenshaw?
I'm from Rolling 60s. But that's
What's Crenshaw then?
that's the street.
That's not where you from.
Yeah, I'm from. It depends who I'm talking to. Like if I'm describing my geography, I'm gonna say I'm from the Crenshaw district. But if I'm talking to a LA nigga, I'm gonna be like I'm from the 60s. So it's like if you from New York, you might tell a nigga you from the East Side. But if you ain't from New York, you gonna be like I'm from Harlem, right? I would assume. Or you be like I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's New York lingo, and then it's like niggas that don't know the lingo. So niggas that know the lingo, I'm gonna sound from 60s. But if you don't know the LA lingo, I'm gonna be like, I'm from west side of the Crenshaw district, South Central LA. That's what you gonna know.
Word on the street is that Diddy's legal woes just got juicier. A teenager has reportedly dropped some bombshell info that could turn the tide in the federal investigation against him.
Then I'm like, what is going on here? This is not normal. This is not how things are supposed to function. And there's people that are trying to specifically hold us down as a community.
The feds are pulling out all the stops, issuing subpoenas and raiding his luxury homes. With allegations involving trafficking and shady dealings, this young witness might be the key to blowing the case wide open.
And a multitude of people, as you'll see, they'll zoom out a little bit just to see the amount of force they are using to get inside this home. And of course, the complex in which this home sits is a very expansive one for the American rapper and producer. You can see them checking inside of a vehicle.
Diddy is facing serious allegations of manipulating and grooming young rappers and women, exploiting his power in the music industry. Federal prosecutors have accused him of running a criminal enterprise that used coercion, substances, and manipulation to force women and even young men into participating in disturbing events, which he called freak-offs.
Combs was arrested on Monday, months after federal agents raided his homes. He also faces several civil lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault over the past few decades.
These events were often filmed and used for blackmail purposes. His influence over the young rappers and victims was cemented through promises of career advancement or financial support, only to later control and mistreat them emotionally and physically.
Rapper Sean Diddy Combs now facing sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges following a months-long investigation. He appeared before a federal judge in New York on Tuesday, pleading not guilty and will remain behind bars.
The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Prosecutors claim the rapper ran a criminal enterprise through his business empire, where he and his associates engaged in sex trafficking and forced labor. He's also accused of verbally and physically assaulting victims and using assistants and household staff to hide his crimes.
As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines.
Long before the current allegations against Diddy surfaced, Jaguar Wright had publicly accused him of manipulating and exploiting artists, especially young rappers and women.
Because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious this shit is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that.
Rumors and unsettling claims have surfaced surrounding young musicians like Justin Bieber and his connection to Diddy. These began after disturbing old footage re-emerged, showing Bieber at age 15 hanging out with Diddy, who made questionable remarks about spending 48 hours with him.
Not yet?
No.
All right, 16.
You're not ready.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours when you get 16. You're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion?
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
And where'd you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Signed to Usher.
There have been speculations circulating about Justin Bieber being substanced at a party hosted by P. Diddy.
A resurfaced video shows Justin drinking with Diddy at a very young age. Eyewitnesses describe a distressing scene where Bieber appeared vulnerable and intoxicated with his clothes falling off. I mean, you can see his pants below his butt and it's exposing his thighs. So his clothes are just completely coming off of him and no one's helping him pull up his pants. So it's alleged that he may have been underage at the time of this video, and a source claims he was taken away and used by Diddy and the game as he was completely passed out.
In interviews, Usher has described the camp as a place where he was exposed to a lifestyle that was quite intense for someone his age. He mentioned that he was introduced to various aspects of the music industry and adult life, which included parties and interactions with older artists and industry figures. He described the experience as wild and crazy. In an interview, Usher opened up about how Diddy's Flavor Camp influenced his career. When he was asked if he would ever send his children to Puffy Camp, Usher declared, "Hell no." He also opened up about how he sacrificed his childhood for fame.
Puppy Flavor Camp?
Yeah, go ahead and play this. Watch
It's
it.
about a minute, right? Yeah. Okay. Wait till the end, though.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to something
City.
called Puffy Flavor
He's 13 at the time.
Adam,
let us hear it. Go back
Yeah,
5
that's what
seconds, please. Go back, because what he called it right there is what's key. Go ahead.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Not really.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking
that's
place.
called rape.
And I didn't necessarily understand.
When you're 13. and
Biggie
an adult
Smalls was
does
there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people
all
are
of
hanging
these-
around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
your
Jodeci,
parents were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige.
Yeah, good
they
job.
didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
You're 13. Did you have to doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble
Diddy.
somewhat?
So
or are you
crazy.
just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money?
How is that how is that normal at any time?
Do you have the part where they said, Would you let your kids go there? He goes,
keep playing.
hell no.
Keep playing it, Rob, because I think it's at the end.
Yeah.
Per damn.
Yeah.
I had like,
Yeah,
like
What a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Yeah, that's the thing. Right? I
Concerning.
have kids. I don't even post. And then, the Twitter trolls will be, we're her kids. Well, I'm protecting them.
Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Diddy, has made some statements about Diddy and Justin Bieber. According to Deal, there is a video where Diddy appears to be checking Justin Bieber for a wire. This video has sparked discussions and raised questions online.
Check this out. What if the federal government have already talked to Justin Bieber? And Diddy did that on tape. That means in his mind, he think this person may be a witness, right? What he has just done that is against the law. Tampering with a federal witness. If they have already talked to Justin Bieber prior to him doing that, he goes and look like he's searching him. It appears that he's asking Justin Bieber, yo, you got a wire or something like that? Like,
The list of rappers manipulated by Diddy does not stop here. Nipsey Hussle also made some serious allegations on Diddy. He accused Diddy of exploiting young artists and using his influence in the industry to manipulate them.
I brought the album to Puff when it was pretty much done. Just got his feedback, played it top to bottom, just wanted to see what he thought. And he was like, it's room on these records to continue to produce. We had a good convo. He like, Nip, you got potentially a classic album, and it's things we could do to really push it over that limit. I respect Puff as a producer, as well as all the other hats he wear, but I think one of his most valuable contributions to hip-hop culture has been as a producer. Yeah.
Nipsey's claims added to the growing list of accusations against Diddy, painting a troubling picture of his behavior towards emerging talent in the music industry.
Seen him do his first couple mixtapes. I'm like, nah, this dude an artist. Yeah. You know what I mean? He from Compton, and he a young dude out the West, so I just became a fan, and we was always around each other, so that was a record that he did originally. I asked him to let me have that for my album. Yeah.
And how did you get Puff involved? Like, you don't realize that.
Damn,
you had the
me and Puff,
you had the Sean Combs touch it, the whole thing.
I think Bug introduced us originally, and then I think like last time I checked, video dropped, and Puff hit me like, man, you look like you doing yoga, nigga. What you got going on over there? You know what I'm saying? You look like you focused, nigga.
The allegations suggest that Diddy might have used secret tunnels for various illicit activities, including transporting young artists or rappers. However, details are often vague and based on speculation or unverified sources.
Jaden Smith took to Instagram to share a series of images of him inside of Diddy's tunnels. Underneath Diddy's mansion in Los Angeles and Miami, there are secret tunnels. Originally, it was built as sort of like an underground swimming pool, but Diddy drained it and began to create a network of pathways that connect to nearby points of interest. For example, one of the tunnels connects to Hugh Hefner's mansion nearby. But what's crazier is that he is literally using them to traffic kids for his FO parties. People say he would grab young girls and boys from the street using his sons as bait. Then these people would use the network of tunnels to transport these children unnoticed away from the prying eyes of paparazzi and the public. Jaden also leaked an image of the plans to build more.
Tunnels to get low. To whatever they doing, you underground. You know, like Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad. If the elite and the rich have tunnels, why don't we?
Gene Deal, who was once Diddy's bodyguard, has made several claims about Diddy's influence and control over people.
That, Diddy, he got a whole lot of hidden cameras around his house, and he feels like Diddy is using all that footage for blackmail.
probably so. I could believe that. I could believe that. I believe it's a lot of rappers, a lot of music people, a lot of executives that could not say no. Cat Williams say, you just got to say no to Diddy. And it's a lot of people that couldn't say no. And they probably on tape because they couldn't say no.
So you think it's possible that Diddy, he got footage of rappers in the stash, just in case he got to use it for blackmail?
It's a possibility.
In various interviews, Deal has suggested that Diddy has a powerful presence and that people around him often feel compelled to comply with his demands.
And the actor Columbus Short, he told a story about how Diddy, he invited him to his house late at night.
I believe him. I believe that Columbus Short, yo, bruh, why would that man come out? He got a whole wife or whatever, come out and say that Diddy did something that he didn't do. He could have said anybody else. But Columbus Short, he let people know straight out the rack. Yo, if they talking about some homosexuality and it's about Diddy, it may be true. Because he tried me. That's what he said. That's what Columbus Short said. He tried me. And you notice the guys that don't fall for that shit, they not popping in the industry, they not working, they not going to Hollywood, they not doing it, because it's people like him that they cut short.
Deal has also spoken about the darker aspects of Diddy's behavior, attributing some of it to the influence of the music industry.
Cat Williams said, when they don't give up their booty hole, they don't give up that sexuality, they cut them short. That means they're not working in the industry like that no more.
But looking at this lawsuit, right, why do you think Little Rod is naming all these people in this lawsuit?
Witnesses. He needed witnesses. And whether they work for Diddy or not, if they get caught lying on the stand about anything and he has proof that certain things happen, my man, he put me in a lawsuit. I wasn't even around this. My name is in there. Your name is in there. You understand? So my whole thing about it is that he want enough witnesses, because you got to realize this. This is not a criminal case. This is a civil case. So now in a civil case, he has to prove that he was unjustly done, that Diddy did him wrong.
Stay tuned as we update you on more horrifying details. See you next time.